Alright, folks. By the time you're watching this, we're getting ready for a trip down south of the border. Part vacation, part Heroclix adventure. And that Heroclix adventure portion culminates, of course, the year of the ROC this year. Not necessarily this being the year of the ROC, but this year's tournaments in the Realms Open Championship that have been occurring all this time. We've been talking about them, and we've been talking about this throughout other episodes of the show, so you kind of get yourself pumped up for it. So what have we been talking about? Well, we're talking, of course, about the ROC World Cup. Now that's taking place in Atlanta on the weekend of October 14th to the 16th. And what better way to celebrate episode 100 of Metafix than to describe how ROC World Cup's going to work, and then a little bit on getting yourself all ready and in the mindset of it. And one of those things we got to cover is, of course, where is it? Well, the ROC World Cup is at the Holiday Inn Atlanta Perimeter in Dunwoody. Holiday Inn Atlanta Perimeter, Dunwoody. The address is 4386 Chamberlain Dunwoody Road in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is a hotel, which is fantastic, because you can both stay in the hotel and play Heroclix at the hotel. Fantastic way to just kind of end the year of the ROC as we get into the next year, and then start into the limited format. So, a couple important things. For one, it's going to be free. You don't have to pay anything to get in there. Now, individual tournaments themselves will have a cost behind them in some cases, or in a lot of cases. But there's a lot to do throughout the whole weekend, and that's kind of what I want to get into here. And just, so you get an idea, Amber is going to be the social media representative, so if you can't make it down and you're looking for information, keep your eyes on the Facebooks, keep your eye on all sorts of social media, Twitters, everything that's going down, while Amber gives you updates on what's going on through HC Realms and Facebook. There's also going to be, of course, concessions, food, Heroclix for sale, of course. Why not, right? And then there's going to be some other games other than Heroclix in the gaming halls. So you want to keep an eye, check out hcrealms.com. Where I'm working off of here is hcrealms.com. You click the ROC tab, and then off to the left there's a little thing that says ROC World Cup. Click that link and you get a lot of this information. But I'm just going to give you the rundown here. So, of course, the Friday is when everything starts. Starting at 10 a.m. they have Battle Royales. As well, at noon, they have a Super Qualifier event. It's 5 rounds of Swiss, 400-point Modern Age. There's no cut. It's just a strict, boom, Super Qualifier, then we're done. And after that, at 6 o'clock, is what's called the quarterfinals for the ROC. Now, this is where we got to get into some details. The quarterfinals is for those of you who, if you've collected 20 ROC points, and that's all you can get your hands on, or it's all you're willing to work with, this is where you start the ROC. It costs no additional money. Those 20 ROC points are your currency to get in. And this is a 300-point Modern Age tournament. The top 50% of this will qualify for the semi-final tournament, which will be the next day, the Saturday. This starts at 6 p.m. It is 4 rounds of Swiss, and then they do their cut the top half. Top half, you're qualified for semifinals. And then at midnight is the Faction Wars, hosted by Roland Wellington. It's between 3 and 4 rounds. It's free entry. It's a 400-point Golden Age tournament. Players must build a named keyword theme team. The keyword chosen must be a team from the comics. Example: Suicide Squad, Secret Six, Defenders, etc. Keywords such as Guardians, Race, and Metropolis locations do not qualify. The rule of thumb would be if there's a comic named after the keyword, you're good. Allowed: ATAs, constructs, word bubbles, 3D objects from Legion of Superheroes, and any set after Legion of Superheroes, including non-comic sets. Bystander tokens are allowed only if they're spawned from a character card. Epic actions and trap spell mechanics. Not allowed: resources, ID cards, figures larger than a peanut base, possession during forced construction. It's an important thing. Feats, battlefield conditions, 2D special objects. Please be creative in choosing your comic team. We all know what Avengers and Justice League can do. The Midnight Tournament will focus more on participation and fellowship than final standings. Have some fun. If you have any questions about the format, please contact the judge. So, and I'm pretty sure Roland will be at the event throughout the day, so you can ask him questions about that. So, sounds like a little fun event to kind of cap off the night at midnight. You'll be playing till like 3, 4 a.m. if you happen to join in on that one. As we get into the Saturday, we starting at 9 a.m. is Battle Royales, but also at 9 a.m. will be the team tournament, or the team sealed. 4 rounds of Swiss, break to a top 4 or 8, depending on the number of participants. Now, team sealed is a $75 entry for 3 players per team, and that gets you 6 boosters for the sealed. And the way this works is as follows. Each player is going to build a 300-point team. Out of the 6 boosters, the 3 of you are all sharing. So, just so you get an idea, Bill, Bob, and me all open 6 boosters, and we look at the culmination of these 6 boosters and try to build a team for each of us, so 3 separate teams. It's actually a lot of fun, and a really good load of thinking goes into it, and it's, in my opinion, the best way that sealed can be played in this game. And then at noon as well, there will be a constructed side event, 3 or 4 rounds of Swiss. It's a 400-point modern limited format. Limited format is no resources, no relics, no constructs, no ID cards, that kind of idea. As well, then we get to 5 p.m. All these times are Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. This will be the semifinals of the ROC World Cup. Now, we've already talked about the quarterfinals. 20 points gets you in, and top 50% of those are in the semifinal. As well, there is a list on this site that I'm looking at as well of all the players who are qualified. I believe it is 1 super qualifier gets you qualified for this. So you either get, or you have 50 ROC points. So if you didn't do the 20 ROC points, you came in with 50 ROC points, this is where you're going to be starting your climb to the ROC World Cup. And you could have had some fun in some of the side events as well while you were there. And this is 300-point modern limited, much like the 400-point limited I was saying. Excuse me, mustache. Much like the 300-point limited as I was saying. No resources, nothing bigger than a peanut base. Check the ROC page to find out what the ROC limited format is, just so you get a good understanding of that. Because this is a different format than your 300 modern. You got to think outside the box and think character strength, and possibly with equipment on the board, things like the symbiote, etc. And then also at 5 o'clock, there's a seal tournament. $25 gets you in, 2 boosters, 300 points, Spear for Spider-Man. Then at 10 p.m., there's a dinner and a show. It's $10 entry, $10 to get into the dinner and show. 80 seats available for dinner and show, and it was a lot of people really raved about it from last year. So don't miss out. If I understand correctly, Scott Crampton is one of the guys in charge of that. Also around 10 p.m. on the Friday, I know the guys at Clix are going to be doing a live recording of their show, and they have asked myself and Amber and Jay to make an appearance. So expect our faces there if you're looking to watch that. Then we move to Sunday. Sunday, the final day of things. 10 a.m. is when Battle Royale start, but it's also when the finals start. Now, how do you get into the finals, you say? Either you qualified from the semifinals, or you've got a pre-qualification. Again, on this page, it's got a list of people who are pre-qualified for this. Or you've got 200 ROC points. And then if you don't happen to qualify for this, at noon, there's what's called the Constellation Tournament, which will start for this. 2 p.m. will be a lunch break before the top 32. And then 3 p.m. will be the top 32 starting for the ROC World Cup finale. And then there's also a list of events run by Dice Addiction. There's a Friday Night Magic Draft at 7 p.m. on the Friday. They're also running a super qualifier at midnight on the Saturday. Man, I'm so tempted to do that, but because Sunday starts at 10 a.m., I don't think I'm going to. That would be crazy of me, especially after having taken a vacation all the week. And then there's also going to be events run by Cool Mini or Not, including Zombicide, Blood Rage, Xenoshift, Chaos Ball, Arcadia Quest, Zombicide, again, Rum and Bones, and more Zombicide. So if any of those games appeal to you, there'll be those. And then it's Sunday as well. This is going to be the North Atlanta X-Wing Circuit is going to be playing some tournaments. And then there's going to be some War Machine on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday off to the side as well. Who cares? We're Heroclixers, right? That's why we're here. And there's some information here about rooms, etc. Anyway, so what do you got to do to get yourself ready for this? Well, first of all, if you're coming from outside Atlanta, I suggest packing light. Pack your team, a couple traders, and maybe some stuff to practice with overnight with some friends, depending on what you need. I wouldn't suggest bringing the entire collection. That's out of your day. You'd be out of your darned mind, and you know how this game works. You don't need everything. Oftentimes, too, you'll find a last-second need to borrow something, so you'll ask around or ask the people who know the people who do the people to figure things out. As well, you'll need to know the metagame as it stands right now. I don't give the answers. You know where to look for this stuff by now, guys. If not, check out MajesticCCG.com. There should be, by this time, a posting about the war in Michigan ROC, and that has a pretty good idea of how weird the meta has got ever since the Quinjet dominance ended. Krang is still out there. Quinjet's still out there. Don't let it fool you. It's just because it's gone dormant for a little bit doesn't mean it's done for. And then there's any number of things going on in the game that you need to be aware of. So make yourself aware of these things, and also make yourself aware of your team and how it functions. It's all important information for this event. As well, keep up on your rules. Know your team's rules. Make sure you've got your ROC points in one good place, in a nice, safe place where you know where they are, because you need those to get into the big shows. Make sure you have some spending money, of course, because there's going to be side events, food, etc. to deal with. So please take care of all of that stuff as well ahead of time. Don't come in with nothing, because you're going to find yourself very quickly bored and unable to do anything. And get ready to have a ton of fun, because this is one of the bigger Heroclix focused events throughout the year. This is strictly Heroclix, guys, and I can't stress that enough and how important that is, because Heroclix is a game we all love, but there's no event that is so about this game as this event, and it's important to have this, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to meeting all the people I know, all my friends down south. I look forward to seeing you guys down at the ROC World Cup. Some of our fans are going to be there. I look forward to seeing you guys there. And yeah, I'm going to be spending a lot of time at the announcer's booth next to Ryan Morgan, as I have collected enough points to get into the finals on the Sunday. So on the Friday and the Saturday, the live stream will be voiced by myself and Ryan Morgan. If you happen to see me talking on that, please just kind of wave hello. And don't expect me to kind of stop until we do get a break in the stream, as there's a level of professionalism that we need to follow. But introduce yourself to some of the players, have some fun. This is a great chance to really get in on the ground floor in some of the toughest competition you'll play. And these, as tough as the competition is, the people are still some of the greatest. In the game, we're all focused, we're all intense, we're all ready to go. And then once we're done the game, it's like, oh, well, that was the game. You either won, you lost. You shake hands with your opponent, and then you talk about beer plans later on. Or if you're under the age of drinking, because I forget that 19 is mine. And anyway, so be responsible. Come on. What else can I say about how excited I am for this event, other than I'm excited to see you guys. I'm excited to see a lot of the best players in the world at this event, and you know, let's just hope it goes exactly as well as we expected. And you guys have a ton of fun. Thank you guys for 100 episodes of Metafix. It's been fantastic so far. And let's go for another 100, shall we? You guys have a good one. And always beware of the red man with the little arms. And if you don't know how to wear him, do that research, because practice makes your team better.
Married with Clix is brought to you in part by MajesticCCG.com. Check out the new premium site with MajesticCCG.com/Apex-Insiders. Check the link below. Trust me. Trying to remember that from me talking? Not going to help. You'll get awesome articles at $3 a month, with the first month being free, from amazing writers such as Paris Gordon, Easton Brock, Aaron Cantu. I'm even going to be contributing occasionally. And if you're familiar with the Meta Lab, check out some of Mike Payne's articles. So, check it out again, MajesticCCG.com/Apex-Insiders for your look into the minds of some of the greats.